All right, and oh shit.
Oh, he's saying throw a link in the window.
No. All right.
That's a jam.
Oh, technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Yeah, this is what
Oh my goodness.
happens. Oh,
Is this
oh,
live?
there we go. Hey, hey, Mr.McStache. Yeah, Big Chubby here. Big Chubby is filling in for Superman, Kev. Uh, yeah, I figured, it's time to start the show, and I don't know where the other guys are, but we don't need them. We don't need them. Welcome everybody in the side chat. I think we're having technical difficulties here with the beard. You ever have a bad beard day?
No, but I've had a bad mustache day.
Bad
I can
mustache
definitely
day?
say that. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Had that
yeah,
before.
yeah, I know. Oh, there, that's much better. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. Oh, there's Dave. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Dave.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
for
Kev wasn't available tonight, so I told him I'd step in to look after his spot, and I thought tonight what we're going to do, we got some questions here I'm going to ask, and we're just going to go through it, and we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like to be a real biker, you know? So, it's just always a little bit fun, to get out here. And I was out for a ride today. Went out with my buddy, Hey Richard, and yeah, we went out. You'll see the video; it's coming. It'll be out in the next week or so. Anyway, let's.
Did he say Big Chubby's coming out?
Oh, Big Chubby's always out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Guys, I'm really feeling naked here. Just a second, I'll go get the cat and maybe hold
the cat up.
Hold the cat up.
All right. Well,
somebody said Dave needs a beard. I said he's kind of maybe got a beard.
Well, yeah, I actually shaved and trimmed it back a little bit. I think it was a quarter of an inch longer, Jason.
Wait, put your pants on. Who needs pants on? I ain't got no pants on.
So I will. Hold on a second here. Let's just hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the one? That's the one. All right. Here we go.
It's gonna be bad.
Anybody? I got the. If you want to join us on the panel tonight, I do have an empty spot, and I put the link there. I just posted it. So if somebody would like to join us along, wants to talk with Big Chubby and Mr.McStache and Dave from Harley's Diners and Rides, just go to the link and I'll let you in here.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk a little bit. We got some serious topics to cover. We're going to talk everything motorcycle. And I figured that the thing we should do tonight is I wanted to talk to Mr. McStache a little bit because I don't know if he realizes it, but Mr. McStache, Big Chubby is a big fan. Big fan.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. No one rocks the beard and mustache like
there we go,
Mr. McStache. Right on, Dave. Right on.
Hey, there we go.
Very Santa-like.
Dave.
Very Santa-like.
I'll get some duct tape and tape her on so she won't fall off.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work.
Hey, Rob, how do you like me now? Hey, Dead Knot.
Yeah. So I got a few questions here. I just thought I'll go through the panel here. And oh, sorry about that, guys. Do you have some product that you can use for this sort of stuff, Mr. McStache? What kind of stuff do you use
I use
for
McStache
your
wax, actually.
McStache wax? Where can I get me some of that McStache wax?
I sell Mustache wax.
Oh,
I
do
have
you
a
really?
product
You do?
on the side called Mustache wax. Yes, I do. It holds this beautiful
Mustache
form,
wax.
as you can see here. Yeah. Make it
Yeah,
myself,
looks
and
great.
well, I shouldn't say I sell it. I've actually only given out samples so far,
Mhm.
and but I have been contacted by people to buy it, but I just sent them samples and said, "Here you go."
Just a little aside there, Mr. McStache. You are. Well, let's just go around the block here. I'm Big Chubby, and I work with Superman Kev from time to time, and yeah, he's not available tonight, so I'm just sitting in the bar. I thought I just fill in for him, and
Mhm.
I wonder, Mr. McStache, can you tell us where you are and a little bit about your channel and what you do? As everyone knows, I am a real biker, and I wanted to have real bikers on the show tonight, so that's why we've got you two gentlemen on. So
Okay.
yeah, so Mr. McStache, whereabouts are you?
I am actually, as you can see here by these stickers, I
Yeah,
am in the McStache garage.
the Mc-
My two of my bikes are in front of me, and one of my bikes is over here. Um,
I
and
got
sitting here in the garage with my Harleys and my beer fridge and my other Moto Vloggers shirt on, and
Mhm.
yeah.
bad mustache day. But yeah, we're here. We're having fun.
I was gonna try to appeal to the ladies tonight, but my old lady, she told me it wasn't a good idea. I was gonna wear my Hooters shirt, for the ladies. She said that
You
might
have Hooters?
she said that might be inappropriate. I don't understand appropriate, but so I went with Harley Davidson. But I was really set for the wearing the Hooters shirt for tonight, but apparently I got vetoed. So anyway, here we go. Question number one: the name of your bike. My bike. I call my bike. Oh, look at that there! Now that you are rocking the beard. You
My
are
name,
rocking the beard. This is what I mean,
my
real
name
bike.
is Chubby Biker with two B's.
Name of the bike is my bike is the Potato. I call it the Potato because she's white, and she goes potato, 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 potato. What about you, Mr. Mustache? What do you call your bike?
Well, my one bike, my primary ride is ultra classy because it's an ultra and it's classy, unlike those other bikes that are not classy. So it's
So
called ultra classy.
now, can you remind me? Did you have some trouble with that bike,
Um,
with the Ultra Classy?
yeah.
What happened?
Well, as all bikes, real bikes do when they get about 50, 60,000 miles on them, you got to get in there and check on them cam tensioners because, a real bike has
Can't.
adjustable parts in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we went in there, we decided to go with bigger pistons and bigger
Mm.
rings and bigger cams and bigger lifters and just bigger everything.
So
And
did you go? Is that stage 3 or stage 4?
actually, mine is a stage 5 at this point. At that time, it was a stage 4, which is changing the whole top half of the engine.
Wow.
Well, a little over 1,000 miles into that stage 4, the bottom of the engine, the primary chain broke and bent some stuff in the bottom of the engine. So we had to take out that bearing and put in a Timken conversion kit. So now that whole motor has been staged up from the bearing all the way up to the valve cover. So I believe that's called a stage 5. So it's not only a real bike, but it's a super real bike.
It's a real bike. Now that's what a real biker does. They get their bike and they fix it. Now, did you buy a new bike? Is that what I understand?
Yes, actually, when we had Ultra Classy fixed, we had it off on a trip, and we got to Missouri, Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, and that's where the primary chain broke.
Oh.
And of course, the shop there that had the bike said it's non-repairable. You need to scrap it and get a new bike. So what we did was send it home to the mechanic who fixed it in the first place, and then bought another bike, and we call her Grace.
Grace. And what do you call that 3-wheeled thing?
That is Mama's trike. You notice I haven't been referring to it because that's not my bike, really. That's Mama's trike.
Right on, right on. So I got a bunch of questions for you, Dave. What about your bike? What do you call your bike?
It's rather a very unique name.
Okay.
I call it Bike.
Bike.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have never named my motorcycles or cars. I brought up the topic. Just a second, I got to straighten my beard here.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with Lori, my wife, and I said,
"You mean your old lady? You mean your old lady?
Maybe we should name my motorcycle." And all she did was laugh at me. So it's still called Bike.
All right.
Right. Hey, and there's in the side chat, there's a guy that has a good beard too, and that is Chad from Fun Chuck.
Oh, Fun Chuck. Now that's a fun name.
I had lunch with Fun Chuck last Friday. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
And we ended up talking for almost 3 hours. Right. But
sounds like Fun Chuck's a fun guy.
That sounds like a name I can say over and over again. Fun Chuck, Fun Chuck, Fun Chuck, Fun Chuck.
Yeah. But he's got it. Oh, my beard's falling off. Oh well.
Yeah, I have
That's the end of my beard. It doubles as an Easter bunny rabbit. You see that? Okay, it's gone.
All right, right on. Okay, so next question. I want to know. I love YouTube because. Dave, would you like to answer that question? You love YouTube because why?
I love YouTube.
Simply put, it's entertaining, it's educational, and you meet a lot of great people.
Yeah, I would agree. What about you, Mr. McStache? What do you love about the YouTube?
I'm on it.
Now there's an answer I can get behind.
Look at this.
Right arm. It's the McStache.
Hey, looky there.
Yeah,
you're on it.
Yeah.
You're
You know, oh, you didn't know. Now that's a series I do on my channel. Oh, you didn't know, giving all kinds of facts. But oh, you didn't know. The biggest complaint I get about Mr. McStache t-shirts is their old lady steals them.
Oh,
really?
Yep.
No kidding.
All the time. Can you send me another shirt? My wife has stole it and she won't take it off.
That's funny. I like that. I think I should get big chubby shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how they would do.
What size would it be?
Extra large.
There we go.
The only real size.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be black too, right?
Well, I would have it in 2X, 3X, 4X, and 5X. I think you want to cater to everybody, that are real bikers. Okay, I love YouTube because I get to be myself. I really get I get to feel my real self. Yeah, that's what I think. All right then. One of the things I find about look at that, having a little beard trouble. This does happen from time to time. I find. Do you find, Mr. McStache, when you start to sweat, your beard falls off?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to borrow mine?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
I think so. Yeah, that'll work. What safety practices do you always practice when you ride? I always make sure that I take one look behind, make sure the old lady's still there. That's my safety practice. And the other thing I always do, I always make sure that I got a 12-pack in the beer box. Yeah. So those are my safeties. Uh-oh. What happened to Mr. McStache? What happened to me? I'm behind you.
Oh, geez, are you sneaking up on me?
I see that.
Oh, mercy.
See that. So, Mr. McStache, what safety practices do you always practice?
It's pretty much same thing. I check on the wife, so I twist the throttle really hard and make sure she's back here because she'll smack me on the helmet. Now that is one thing. I always wear my helmet. It's not a real helmet. It's just a skull, cover. Looks like a helmet so that the police won't get mad at you.
Yeah, I
because,
always
real bikers don't wear real helmets. Real
no, they
bikers
don't wear
wear.
real helmets. You got to buy the DOT sticker though and sticker on there.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, because then it's legal. If you go to the guy, 2 booths down from where you buy the helmet, he sells the DOT. Yeah, you get those, and then you're good. Then you're good for riding. What about you, Dave? What safety practices do you always practice when you ride?
Well,
being a real biker and all.
Well, Big Chubby, they're probably not as good as your safety measures because you're a real biker.
I know.
I'm not really dressed as a real biker today.
Yeah,
but put it this way: my safety practices is to keep the bike on a vertical plane at all times.
A vertical
and get it kind of a slight lean here or a slight lean there, but we like keeping it in the vertical position.
Yeah, that's always good. Between the ditches, that's what I always say. Between the ditches, and then you're doing good. So my best day of riding will always include, I'd say, ice cream and a 12-pack. Not necessarily in that order.
Could you split the beer up? Like have ice cream beer?
Yeah, because you don't want to drive. You don't want to ride a bike, impaired. So I think that you should, ride about an hour, drink a beer, ride another hour, and drink another beer. It can take 12 hours to get through the whole 12-pack.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm doing something wrong because I ride in pairs all the time.
You do?
All right.
How do you
get the wife on the back or get a buddy with me? We ride in pairs all the time.
With a 12-pack?
No, in pairs.
Oh, pairs.
Yeah.
I like pairs.
Pairs.
That's similar to drinking double fisted.
Oh, I can do that.
Best day of riding for me would include rain. It separates the men from the boys.
Right. Right on my vest here, I got me a, it says, if you don't, I think
you disappeared there, Chubby.
I know. Well, what it says is if you don't ride in the rain, you don't ride. And so I think that, a real biker rides in the rain. So has everybody answered that one?
No, you haven't even asked me yet.
Oh, Dave.
Bob hasn't answered yet.
What's the best day riding will include for you, Dave?
Well, I'll tell you, on Saturday, I was up for a ride with a couple of other friends, and we got stuck in that tornado weather.
Oh, my good God.
And we got chased off the road, and, we abandoned the bikes at the side of the highway, and we went with first of all, we had to get our rain gear on, and we were soaked by the time we got the rain gear on. It was coming down so hard. And we went and stood in the bush waiting for it to blow over.
Whereabouts were you, Dave? Whereabouts were you?
Just south of Bancroft.
My goodness. I saw on the news, they were saying that we had 75-mile-an-hour winds. Is what they were saying.
So
That's crazy. Did you get that, Mr. McStache, the other day?
Saturday we was riding and we run into some pretty big winds, but it was by nowhere means 75. It was, I think I was doing 60.
Wow.
Yeah.
And no, I'll tell you, it's something else. I kind of
we
got
didn't.
scary around here. It even scared Big Chubby. And that's not an easy thing to do. That's like taking away your ice cream.
Yeah, and Wayne was out in it too. He said it almost blew his bike over.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you bought a Harley. If he'd have bought that Honda would be in the ditch. You know, because you need a real bike in that windstorm.
Yeah.
That's
but
sure.
you know, for me, the best day riding will include good twisties, nice hot summer day, and my lovely wife Lorelei.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
You know,
yeah, I like having the old lady with me.
Out in front, and I'm chasing her. So that's a good
always,
day riding.
It's always nice, you know, to have the old lady with you. You know, one thing I did notice, you know, I was down at Fort Dover. I went down there with Superman Kev, and there was a woman, and he took a video of her, and on the back of her shirt, it said, "If I straddle it, I own it." I chased her around all day, seeing if she'd straddle me, but she wouldn't. It was it was worth a try, though. I figured, why not?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Dave.
All right, let's see.
And here's the thing, Big Chubby.
What's that?
Well, with 1B.
With 1B, Chubby 1B.
You know, I watched Superman Kev's video on Friday the 13th, and he got an awful lot of footage of the naked biker guy.
Well, you know.
And I didn't see that T-shirt of straddling, though. So you got to
go back and take a look again.
Is it there?
It's there. Yeah, it's there.
Okay. You
You
had more of the naked biker guy.
I know. Well, you know what?
Biker guy.
Yeah. That's, you know, he's good for content.
Yeah.
You know,
that's people ask me why I don't do rallies. That right there is exactly why I don't do rallies. At rallies, I have seen too many naked bodies I should not be seen.
Yeah, I know. You should see what Big Chubby
shows. Pictures out of your head.
Well, there you go. You know, if it's worth looking at, it's still clothed.
The last time I went to Fort Dover, I was wearing my Borat.
Your Borat.
You know,
you should explain what a Borat is.
You can't unsee that.
Come on, you know what a Borat is. Haven't you seen a Borat?
Sling.
Yeah, it's like a banana hammock that goes all the way from the shoulders right down to the one of them.
How do you ride with one of those?
Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. It's like air conditioning. Loving it. Loving it. Hold on here. Let me just see here. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's hard, you know. Okay.
Oh, there we go. A Borat is a mankini.
Yeah, it's a mankini. Yeah, that's what I get.
A mankini.
The best place I rode.
See, so Rob is educating us from the side chat.
That's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the best places I rode was, well, I'd have to say Friday the 13th. Hung out with my friend, the Thong Man. Yeah. How about you, Mr. McStache? Where's the best place you rode?
Oh, that's a tough one because I was looking through pictures earlier today of where all I've been. I would have to say Charhala Skyway was one of the most enjoyable rides. Either that or the Skyway in Colorado over the mountain. One of those two.
Yeah. And what did you like the best about that?
The one in Colorado, there was no edge lines. There was no guardrail. I mean, it was a one-way road. It was, I want to say 15, 20 mile an hour, but you could just see for miles. You was right there on the edge.
No safety.
No safety at all. No.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
wide
I like.
open.
No
Skyline
safety.
Drive is what they call it. Skyline Drive in Colorado. It's wild.
I hope you rode with just a t-shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
T-shirt,
No,
hat backwards.
yeah, that's the way. That's the way you do it. How about you, Dave?
Mhm.
You ever done that? Where's the best place you rode?
You know what? Just what Jason just said. The older you get, the more you've ridden, the more places you've been. It gets harder and harder to, pick out one ride that's the best one over all of them. But you know what? I'm still gonna say the Cabot Trail and Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's awesome. I've only rode that in my Prius, but yeah.
How do you ride a Prius?
Wait, big. Well, it's big chubby.
Come on, you
straddle it.
straddle it. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Put on your mankini and throw a leg over it.
That's right. You throw your mankini on there, and you can do anything. Nobody will tell you no.
All the way down the road.
I've never been told no. Nobody wants to come that close.
Oh,
yeah, I gotta ask, if you're wearing a mankini, you're straddling a Prius, does that mean the plumber crack comes out?
That's not a plumber's crack. That is what I call butt cleavage. Butt cleavage.
We are we're definitely on the edge of tonight's discussion.
Oh my
goodness.
I'm just glad this isn't my channel.
I just want to say, when I was at Port Dover, they had T-shirts that on the back, right at the bottom of the T-shirt, they had a set of it had a woman's head, and when your pants come down just the way they're supposed to, it gave the woman a really nice set of cleavage. Have you ever seen those T-shirts? When your pants come down just the way they're supposed to, it gave the woman a really nice set of cleavage. Oh, have you ever seen those? Somebody's behind. They got the face or the. Somebody's got their thing.
It was me. It was me. My apologies.
Alrighty then. All right. Okay. Well, we'll go on to the next question. Have you ever been recognized from YouTube at an event? And I gotta tell you, I was there with the Superman cab, and the Superman cab got recognized five times at Port Dover, and there were 100,000 people there, and I had 5 people that I did not know come up to me and say, "Hey, that guy beside you, that's Superman Kev." And I said, "Yeah, and I'm Big Chubby." But they didn't really know me too well, but they will. They will. I was thinking Big Chubby should have his own channel.
That'd be interesting.
No.
Like, what would you, if you had your own show, Big Chubby 1B?
Yeah.
And you always got to remember it's 1B. There's people in the side chat there typing in with 2 B's, right?
No, not 2 B's, only 1 B. Chubby with 1 B. That's because I'm like those millennials that they don't know how to spell their name. Like my name is Frank with a Y, and so yeah, I am. My name is Big Chubby.
How do you get a Y in Frank?
I don't know, but when they do it, it looks stupid to me. So I figured if they can spell Frank with a Y, I can spell Big Chubby with 1 B.
I'm changing my channel name.
Are you?
He'll still find you.
Frank with a Y.
I almost crashed because, and can you tell me about it? I know we all have that story, For me, one time I was riding my bike. I was trying to open a beer while I was riding. And I found I couldn't get the twist top off because I needed an opener. And when I tried to crack it off the handlebars, I just about crashed. And That's my worst bike crash story. How about you, Mr. McStache? You got a good crash story, or just about crash story?
Oh, geez. I no. I
Nothing?
am a real rider and I don't crash. I don't
Uh,
accidentally drop my bike. I do not get too squirrely in a corner. By no means. Never.
no. Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. What about you, Dave? Have you almost crashed ever?
No, the closest I've ever come to a crash is watching Wild Hogs.
Yeah, that's the best. That is the best
There's enough crashing in that movie.
That is the best motorcycle movie there is Wild Hogs. I particularly enjoy the guy who rides a Sportster, because that's a real biker.
Yeah, Dudley.
He knows how to ride. Okay then. All right,
Speaking of leather helmet, there's Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Yeah, now he's got a beard that would ravel you guys.
Yeah, and he rides with a leather helmet too.
Now that's a real biker. Mr. G is a real biker. Mr. G has got the right attitude and the right bike and the right way to do things. He's a real biker. He's a real stand-up guy. If you were to try to tell a non-rider, oh geez, if you were to tell a non-rider what it is about riding that makes it so addicting, what would you say? Jason, what would you say, Mr. McStache?
Why is riding it so addicting? I don't know that I can explain it. I think it's one of the things you just kind of have to do it and experience. It's the oneness with the environment around you. I mean, cold, wet, hot. It's just you're a part of what's going on around you, and it's just an amazing time. I mean, throw the old lady on the back and get her to hug you real tight because you
like that. I like that.
A little fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only way I can get the old lady to hug me.
Now,
you try to shower.
Do both arms go all the way around?
I refuse to answer that question as it might incriminate me.
It's called sister wives.
They don't call me Little Chubby.
Heaven forbid if you had two B's.
Yeah, that's why I dropped the B. That was why I dropped the B. I mean, some of it was the whole millennial thing, like Frank. But the other part of it is I'm not 2B size yet. So when I get to the 2B size, then I'll do it.
Yeah. Mr. G wants to talk about his ice cream in the side.
Oh, ice cream? What about ice cream?
He says
snow ice cream, yellow ice cream.
Why it's so addicting is ice cream.
I love ice cream. Ice cream is good. Ice cream is good. So, what about you, Dave? What would you tell a non-rider? Did you already tell me?
No, but I'll agree with Jason. You really can't put words to it. We can say it's the freedom. It's the sitting on top of a motorcycle, hammering down the highway. There's nothing like it. But until you actually do it and try it, you're not going to understand what we're talking about.
It's true. It's so true,
Yeah.
These non-bikers, they just don't get it.
Yeah. And then having an ice cream at the end of the ride, well, then that even makes it better.
That makes it way better. Way, way better. That's for sure. So here we go here. Moto vlogging can be such a pain because, Dave, why is it a pain?
There's just not enough time in the day to do everything around YouTube and being a motor vlogger.
I hear you. I hear you. How about you, Jason? What you say? Moto vlogging can be such a pain because why?
Because my audio is too loud. I always got to turn it down because I talk loud like Big Chubby there. It's just
Yeah.
one of them bad things.
That's because I can't hear. I don't. All I can hear is my hog, and I like that. I had to fix my exhaust for the third time. It was still too quiet. Anyway,
For the third time.
I tried. Yeah.
For the third time, you're not fixing.
What do you mean I'm not fixing? I'm fixing. Last time was chewing gum. This time
Drill a bigger hole.
I used a welder. It's working a whole lot better. But motovlogging can be such a pain. Well, because you know what? When you're not riding, you're vlogging. And I just like to ride. But, sometimes I vlog. So you do what you gotta. Did everybody have a chance at that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay. How much planning to go away for 2 days? Any, some, or just let's wing it? Like, how do you do it? Jason, how you do it?
Actually, my wife is so addicting to riding that we have a motorcycle bug out bag. There's a bag that is packed and ready to go that if she decides, let's go for the weekend, we grab the bag, strap it on the bike, and we're gone.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I put the bag on the back and away I go.
You get do you take luggage too?
Yeah, I take the luggage. Yeah, once I got the bag on the back. How about you, Dave?
I can do it either way. Plan the trip, plan the roads, or just head out and
or throw the bag on the back and go.
Just throw the bag on the back and go.
But I'd have Laura in front of me.
Say it.
So, what is your most successful video that you've ever done? Mine, I'd have to say, is the 5 ways on how to be a real biker. That is my best video. I really like it. Actually, you know what? In all seriousness, I helped Superman Kev a little while ago, and it's kind of ironic, but I have 2 videos that are on YouTube that actually are my best videos because I find that bikers are pretty stupid. And I'm just saying, oh, look at that. Now that's not good. All right, here we go. What I was going to say is I did one on how to put the chrome covers on the back floorboards. That one gets about 450 views a month. And the other one that I do that does really well is how to replace the heat sensor on your Harley Davidson. And it's really hard because what you got to do is you got to go in there with a socket wrench and you got to remove it. And then you got to put the new one in. That's it. Both of those have got a lot of views because, like I said, bikers are stupid. We're all stupid, You don't think so? All right. Okay. All right. Speed round questions. Here we go. You ready for the speed round?
Hey, Jason, did you get a chance to answer that last question?
Oh, let's go back.
No, I didn't. Did you?
You see big Chubby.
You know what?
He's just,
Big Chubby
he's just rolling along here.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
He's forgetting he's got 2 guests on his
What's
show.
your most successful
He
video?
does
Dave?
roll well.
He does roll well, but that's the 2 B's kind of rolling into one.
I roll
Right?
down the road. So, what is it, Dave? What is your most successful video to this point?
Seeing that this is being recorded, I'd say any
being
video that includes my lovely wife, Lorelai.
Yeah, that's always good. That's a
Oh
good.
yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
answer.
Like seeing
That's a
her.
good answer. Yeah.
If she's not listening, then Superman Kev and Jarvis Biker. That's a good video to watch.
Those are good videos too. What about you, Jason?
See, I got right here, Jarvis Biker.
Yeah, I know. I got one on there somewhere too. What about you, Jason? What is your most successful video to this point? In all seriousness.
In all seriousness, I'm looking it up now because it's off the chart. Honestly, it's called Mothman Sighting. I had been to a moto meetup in West Virginia. This is one of my early videos. I'd been to a moto meetup in West Virginia and met a guy named Mothman 46. Took my picture with him. He's one of those that doesn't show their face. They're always, in a helmet. Took my picture with him in his helmet. And then as I drove back through Ohio, I went through this area called Point Pleasant, West Virginia, which is the area the Mothman sightings all happened. And I drove through the area saying, hey, let's see if we can spot Mothman. And in the middle of the video, I throw up that picture of me and Mothman 46. It has stupid numbers of views on it. Of course, I can't find it now, but it's over 1 million.
Really?
No way.
Yeah.
Are you monetized?
Nope.
What is it? Jason, Mothman 46.
Mothman sightings. Mothman 46. He does some motorcycle videos, but most of his videos are drone. Flies a heck of a drone. Yeah.
Right.
21K views is what that video has.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because I'm sure it has something to do with the whole cryptoid, whatever they do. But yeah, because it says Mothman sighting is what it says. And yeah, I get comments all the time. You didn't show any pictures of the Mothman. And I'm like, yeah, I did. He's the guy in the motorcycle helmet. It's Mothman 46. So
that's funny. Yeah,
21K views.
That's funny. Yeah, I think the other one I got that does real well is how to do a boat remodel. I got 47,000 views on that, and just because content is content.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes. Big Chubby might be getting a swimming pool in the next week or so you might see some Big Chubby in the pool with the banana hammock.
Wait a minute. In Canada, you get what, 3 months worth of pool weather?
No, you get at least 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how many months that is, but you get 30 days anyway. Everybody answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go into the speed round. Speed round. Here we go. Speed round. So I catered these ones because I've asked the same question many times. So I decided I was going to update it because that's what I do. I'm an updater. And so I really thunk hard because Big Chubby, he's a real thunker. And
you thunk hard?
I thunk hard. I thunk real hard. Your second favorite ice cream flavor?
I mean, I know there's a speed round, but who goes first?
Jason, you go first. You're the guest.
Second favorite ice cream flavor would be whatever's the second scoop on the one closer to the cone, not the one on top.
Good answer. What about you, Dave? What's
I'm still trying to figure. What is that? Two flavors on one ice cream cone?
No.
You mix and match.
You mix and match. The top one's your favorite, and then the second one is your second favorite.
Yeah.
But what is it?
Yeah.
What flavor is it?
Ice cream.
It's not like a Mr. G ice cream, is it?
No, I don't. I don't know about
we
that
don't
Mr. G
we
ice
don't do
cream.
that here.
I don't eat lemon flavored ice cream.
No. He said it was lemon. It didn't taste. It tastes a little bit like pee to me, but
It had a little tang. It had a
what
little
do I
tang to
know?
it, did it?
Not saying that I know what pee tastes like.
It had kind of a metal taste to it. I don't know.
Yeah, all natural.
All natural.
Oh my God.
So your second favorite ice cream?
Pralines and cream.
Parnellians and cream. Parnellians. That's what I like. I like them Parnellians and cream. My second favorite has got to be vanilla, because that's what I am. I'm just a big old vanilla. Vanilla. What's been the worst part of being on the tube of you?
The worst part.
Say that again.
What's been the worst part of being on the tube of you?
We're having problems with the translation here.
I know.
I don't speak Canadian. I told you that once.
I have no
don't
idea
either.
what language that is. But I am Canadian.
Oh my goodness.
Worst part of being on a tube of you.
Yeah, what's the worst part of being on the tube of you?
A tube of
All in
you.
all.
Winter.
Winter.
Yeah,
Definitely
that's a
winter.
good answer.
Because you actually get rolling, and the next thing you know, you're a couple weeks ahead on your videos. Because I don't never get more than a month ahead.
Oh, you're lucky.
And you're like, oh geez, it's yeah, I can't go for a ride. Well, I do, but yeah.
Yeah, I noticed, Mr. McStache, that you do ride in the wintertime. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's called, in America, it's illegal to kill people.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you grab somebody around the throat and try and enhance their intelligence, they frown on that.
Yeah. They do that here too. They kind of frown on that here too.
Yeah. So
what is it you do with the motorcycle in the wintertime?
I beg Mama if I can borrow her trike. I do funeral escort is what I do.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it is quite a chilly thing to do that in the wintertime. In Ohio, it's pretty cold there in the winter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not not much different than you. I'm not that far south of you.
No.
Yes, I've been lucky. The snow has never been really that bad. They keep pretty good tabs on the road. And I'm not that far from a major thoroughfare that I can't, kind of creep my way out there to get on clean road. But like I said, if it gets around the freezing mark, I will take Mama's trike, and that way that alleviates a lot of the trying to warm the tires up. Because even when you get around 45 degrees, it takes a lot for your tires to warm up, so it is dangerous. So I hop on Mama's trike and go with it. As long as I keep it clean, I can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, who asked you to do that? Who do you do that for?
A friend of mine said he got paid to ride his motorcycle, and I told him if that's the truth, I want some. And so he introduced me to a guy that the sheriff used to do it around here. There was a reserve unit to the sheriff, and that's who did it. And they eventually done away with that. And some of the same guys still. As a matter of fact, my boss started riding motorcycle escorts in 1969. He still does it. And
wow.
He's been doing it so long and knows so many people that certain funeral homes will call him up and say, hey, we got a funeral. We want, you to escort it and make sure we get everybody there together and get everybody there safe. And
now, can you go through the red lights and everything?
Can I?
Do you?
I do, yes. If I come up on it, I'm not allowed to break an intersection. If I come up to an intersection and nobody's going through it, or they see my flashing lights and they stop of their own free will, I'm allowed to hold the intersection. Yeah, I'm not intentionally allowed to go into a working intersection and stop it. No.
Okay.
But
so when you say you will control the intersection, do you stop in the middle then and let the cars through, or?
Yes, I stop in the middle, blow. I got an air horn, electronic air horn, like would be on a ambulance or a fire truck. Blow that a couple times. Blow my police whistle. And believe it or not, they pay more attention to the police whistle than they do the air horn. But
Right?
and hold the cars up, and yeah.
That sounds like that's a pretty nice thing you do. I'm sure a lot of people really appreciate that.
Yeah. What's the largest escort you've done, Jason?
There was, and I'm not being racist about it, but there was a Jewish guy that had a local bagel company, and when he died, there was 4 escorts on this funeral and over 200 cars.
Wow.
Wow, that's something. This must have been a really well-liked guy.
I know the Block's Bagels is the name of the local bagel shop, and I'm telling you what, it's just it's an awesome bagel shop, and I like donuts.
Yeah, I like donuts too. I like anything I can eat. Well,
that's what she said.
Big chubby.
That's what she said. What has been the worst part of being on the YouTube for you, Dave?
All the people asking for autographs.
No,
I have that too.
I'm not like Big Chubby. I'm pretty small. I got a small following.
Yeah, me too.
So what's the worst part of being? You know what? I really wanted to go to VAM.
So did I. So do I.
This year. And unfortunately, I've got to work with our Hog chapter at the grand opening of our upcoming new dealership. So I'm part of the executive and part of the organizing of this. So I really can't get out of it. But glad to hear Wayne, Jarvis Biker, is going to go down and meet all of you guys. And I really wanted to come, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss it, But that's what for me, for the worst part of being is making all these contacts, making all these friends. And then when you get the opportunity to go and meet them, you're double booked or something. So that's disappointing.
I'd have to agree. That's the thing that is the worst part about being on the tube of you for me is not getting to meet a lot of the people that I've met. And the other thing I find is I wonder, Jason, what do you think that the U.S. border guard would do if Big Chubby showed up?
Probably close it.
The only border guard I've dealt with was down south. I was in El Paso, Texas, when I was in the Army, and getting across that border, actually, getting south was harder than getting north, to be honest. But
really,
somebody like you, I think there would be massive body cavity searches and stuff like that.
Well, I'd like that.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah, I'd like that. All right. Maybe I'll just go down there just for the weekend.
You might end up with a curly beard then.
Yeah.
Did I say once I'm glad this isn't my channel? When it gets banned, it won't be me.
Come on, what do you mean banned? Banned for what?
Curly beards.
All right. Now, this is usually a question that we ask the Jarvis Biker because he seems to be our animal expert.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
I was once hit by a blank. Jason?
Deer.
No way.
Yeah.
How did you do?
I was, it was just on one of my videos, 2 truths and 1 lie. I was in high school. My father needed something down at my grandmother's house. And my mom said, hey, just going down to grandma's house, throw your helmet on and go. So I was in shorts and a tank top. And coming across the road, there was a deer down in the ditch. And it come up out of the ditch as I come by. I laid the bike down and got away from it, and it kicked the bike, put a dent in the front fender, and kept running. So yeah, I was once hit by a deer, hit me, hit the bike, Yeah,
That's
a bunch of road rash, but I did walk away from it.
Oh, good stuff.
well, I'm glad that you're healing okay. And
Yeah.
you survived that one.
I've hit a deer in a car, but come close. But the only thing I've really hit or hit me is a big fat old June bug that just got me right in the
Oh, that'll
side.
hurt.
And
I got hit by. Well, I missed.
it moved my head. Right when it hit me, my head moved.
I missed Batman, but I hit Robin right in the shoulder.
Oh,
Robin hit me at about 60 miles an hour. I hit a Robin hit me and it tore my arm right off the throttle. Just about knocked me off the bike.
That was a bit of an East Coast accent there. Tore my arm off.
Tore my arm
Right.
off. Yeah, tore my arm off.
Big Chubby, you've
my
been
goodness.
everywhere, haven't you?
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Who do you look
Oh,
up
my
to
goodness.
on the Tuba-Ube? I find,
The tube of you.
the Moto Vloggers that I really look up to. I look up to Mr. G. I like what he does. And that blue bike guy. That blue bike and the Doyle. That guy.
You've never met him, have you?
Well, not really in person. We've chatted a little bit on the line.
You don't look
Okay.
up to him.
What?
I said you don't look up to him.
You don't look up to him?
No.
Maybe you have to stand in a hole.
Yeah. That's what it is. You got to stand in a hole to look up
If you
the door.
stand in a hole and you can look up to him.
Chubby
I
comes
actually-
with his own shovel.
Yeah. I like Try and Learn, if you ever seen him.
Terry. Yeah.
Terry, Try and Learn. He has got some really good video. He just put one out for Friday the 13th. Now he spells it kind of weird. It's TRYAN Learn. Yeah.
MOUSC.
MOUSE.
Right?
Yeah, and he's pretty good. And I like that $1 million guy because he seems a lot like me. That $1 million Grogan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him. What about you, Dave? Who do you like?
Oh, Big Chubby all the way.
Big Chubby all the way, definitely.
You know.
What about you, Mr. McStache? What channels do you like?
Let me think. The one I don't ever miss. The two I don't ever miss is the same as you, Mr. G, and the Blue Bike and Doyle,
Yeah, I
because
like those.
he steals my stuff all the time. So
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of that. You didn't know.
yeah,
And I was laughing at some of them you didn't knows. Some of them are pretty good.
yeah,
So
yeah. He claims he started that, but as everybody knows, it's my opening. It's been mine from Jump Street. So
that's right. What is the hope for your channel?
what is?
What is the hope for your channel? Where do you see it going? What would you like to accomplish with your channel? Mr. McStache,
My hope or my viewers' hope?
you answer the question any way you see fit.
my viewers hope it gets better.
All right.
And
What about you, Dave? What do you hope for your channel?
Oh, I hope I get lots of help.
I hope I don't get kicked off.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm just having fun. So I'm very appreciative of anybody that watches or subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. So I hope I keep creating content that people enjoy.
That's good. The next question is primarily for Mr. McStache. I think we've already addressed it, but I'll put her up here. I've been told you're an escort. Really? You're an escort? I didn't know that about you. But you're an escort.
Yes, I'm
You
an.
know, they got laws about that here. It's not really legal. Well, I guess it is, but you can do that there in Ohio. You can be an escort.
Well, it depends on the terminology and the physical location of said exchange.
I see. Okay.
If I have here, and here is the law.
All
If
right.
I have a funeral director and a dead body, I can manipulate for the purpose of movement of the body.
Well, that's good. So you are an okay. You know what? Now that explains a lot to me because
I'm not touching that one.
when I read
I'm
when
not.
I started
Did I make that target rich?
when somebody told me you were an escort, my first response was, really? And I'm glad we got that straightened out. So
It's only for the purpose of the movement of a body.
now again, this next question, it's kind of well, I know both you guys have got a little bit of story
Now,
to tell me about.
can you put that body into a Prius?
Only if you can straddle it.
Depends on how tight you fold it.
All right. When has bad luck made good content? Now, I'm going to start with you, Mr. McStache, because I think that you have got an answer for this.
Really?
Really? I can remember a flat tire.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, I think, breakdown videos. I have one video called The Anatomy of a Breakdown. And that was when we had Ultra Classy and had just spent more than $3,000 on getting the bike ready to go. It was up till the last minute getting the guy to get it finished, and he knew we was going on a 10,000-mile trip. He knew we was going for 12 days on this, and 2 days into it, we're on the side of the road with the bike. That's when I made the video Anatomy of a Breakdown, and my wife kept me from just going off the deep end. That was
when things go sideways. It's hard to keep your wits about you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How about you, Dave? When has bad luck made good content for you?
When I lost my my GoPro, when when I was filming at the clamp, that the jumbo clamp broke, and I watched my camera bouncing down the road.
And didn't you have another really great video with a lens cap?
No, I have an audio recording of of a ride, but you know,
that's all. Just an audio recording. Yeah. When has bad luck made good content? Well, one day I decided to suggest to Superman Kev he should wash his bike, and
oh no.
And I did that, and you know what? There's nothing good about that. So I decided I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try with the Borat Mankini, and we're going to try a swimming video and see if I can't redeem myself. You know, hoping it helps.
So what? A Borat and a Mankini and a soapy pail of hot water? Is that what we have to look forward to?
You'll just have to follow Superman Kev and see what kind of stuff he puts on that there tube of you.
It'll be a good video if he takes the Mankini and uses that to go into the bucket and wipe the bike. The only place the Mankini goes.
That would be something. Now, this one here. How long have you been stranded because of a breakdown? I know that real bikes break down. If you have one of them there Japanese bikes, you know, you don't get the pleasure of having a breakdown. you don't get the joy of getting to meet different Harley Davidson dealerships. And I just want to know, Dave, tell me, have you ever been stranded because of a breakdown?
No, not me, but Lori has. So when we were in Sturgis in 2017, we went for a long day ride down into the Needles Highway, and we got down into there, and we stopped for gas, and Lori's bike wouldn't start afterwards. And there actually was a mechanic set up in the parking lot of the gas station. So we pushed the bike over to him, and he couldn't figure it out. So at some point in time, I made the decision to jump on my bike, ride back to the campsite, get the truck, the trailer, ride back to Lori, and pick her bike up. And you know, we were still 2 hours away from the campground. So by the time I left and came back, it was almost 5 hours that she had sat in the
Wow.
in a restaurant.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that was a long haul.
I think it's happened to all of us where we've had something happen and you end up having to, you know, beg a buddy to come and pick you up or something. And,
Yeah.
And there's nothing I like better than, you know, when I'm stranded at the side of the road and have some other dude come and give me a ride home on the back of his bike. Yeah, nothing's cooler. Just saying.
This is why I don't ride with Kev.
No, Kev's fine.
That's why I got a single seat, Jason. I got a single
Right?
seat, Mr. McStache. Yeah, ain't nobody riding with me.
Said I'd love to help you, but it's just not gonna happen.
Just can't do it.
Here's my phone. Call an Uber.
All right. How about you, Jason? You how long have you been stranded because of a breakdown?
Well, when Ultra Classy broke down out there, we ended up buying a new motorcycle, and it took almost a year to get Ultra Classy running again. Probably the worst one was we was headed to a meetup in Pennsylvania, and my bike had this. I think this is a flat tire you was talking about. My bike had a problem with it, so we brought it home and parked it. Was going to get it in the shop. Jumped on Mama's trike and went for a ride, and it had a flat tire.
Oh no!
And yeah, and some guy came and offered me a ride to help me out, and I texted the wife halfway through the ride and said, if this car ends up in a ditch with a dead guy in it, we never saw him. So it was that was a very Silence of the Lambs. It was just a few hours worth of breakdown, maybe. Oh, the wife says, "Oh, it was forever." it was a good half day, but it was just one of them where, you know, one bike had broke, then you got another break, and it breaks, and it was just
Well, the one time for me is when I broke a nail. Well, not a nail, like a hammer and nail.
Oh, I thought you meant hangnail.
Yeah, well, that too. But no, the what happened was I hit me a big nail and it went right into my back tire. And it was a day before I was leaving, so I had to go to the bike shop and beg Linda at the bike shop. Linda, can you please put a new tire on the back of Big Chubby's bike? And she did that for me. Gave me a big hug and everything. Nice. Yeah.
Did she straddle you?
No, I wanted her to. She didn't. But that's the way it goes. You know, that's life in the big city. So I'm wondering in the side chat if there's anybody here that has any questions for Big Chubby or for Mr. McStache or Dave. Just bring her up right now. And, you know, like I was saying before, you know, if you'd like to join us, put your pants on. This is a family show. And, you know, you can join us on the panel. We're just about finished here. I just sort of wanted to chat a little bit with Mr.McStache because he's the only one I know that has a beard that is nicer than mine.
Oh my goodness.
Any other questions? No questions?
You need to get out more, Chubby.
I know. I've been locked down for 2 years. You know? What is this?
Oh my goodness.
When I pour a boiling pot of water, what is this? Only 2 minutes. When my KLR ran out of gas in the tank, I stalled out before I could reach the petcock. It wouldn't start because the bike couldn't decide how much choke it wanted. Hee. Yeah. One time, you know, I got to tell you, I was riding one time, and I pulled up beside this guy had stopped, and he was a new rider. I don't know many of you know this, but I used to be a motorcycle instructor because I can teach people how to be a real biker, and I was doing it, you know, as a job. And well, I can't get my beard right, but I lost my stash. I lost my mustache.
Got a counter steer problem.
Yeah. So what happened was his petcock. There we go. That's better. That's better.
Yeah. You need to work on the glue.
I know. I put new glue on and everything, but it just
I got
doesn't hold.
mustache problems.
It just doesn't hold.
That's right. You had a sheet full of different mustaches, didn't you?
I did.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh, I could use one of them.
See, now, yeah, that's what I should have had prior to the. I didn't know we were.
Well, I pulled them out because I was going to match my eyebrows to Big Chubby's.
All right. Anyway, I lost my whole chain of thought. My thought is gone.
You lost your mustache too.
I lost my mustache, lost my beard, lost everything. Well, you know what? I just want to say thank you to everybody in the side chat for coming along to watch Big Chubby make a fool of himself just one more time. This is probably the last live stream from the Superman Camp till our summer break.
Oh no, we got one more. Just a second. I'll join you guys.
All right.
There we go.
What
We've
was
got
that,
one
Dave?
more week. So next week is on Dead Knots on Rob's
Knots.
channel. Right? You know,
Yeah.
you see here, this is dual purpose. Like I can put it up like this, right? And have a full head of hair. Right?
I like that.
Yeah, it works.
What is the proper way to maintain your motorcycle? Let your old lady do it.
Oh. Yeah, so next week is going to be in Dead Knots on Dead Knots channel. And that will be the last for the Canadian guys until September. We're taking a summer break.
All right. So I just want to thank everybody in the side who put up with this shenanigans tonight and came along and had a little bit of fun with us. I'd like to really thank Dave and Mr.McStache, Jason the Extraordinaire, the man with the beard and the real good mustache. That way.
Yeah,
That way.
I'm getting better. That's Chubby, and that's Jason.
That's Jason. So we want to thank Jason so much for dropping by and bringing his beard along and having a little fun with us. And I'd like to thank everybody, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. And ride safe and ride motorcycles, eat ice cream.
There you go.
There you go. I agree with that statement.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll catch you next week. And you guys just hang around for a second here. Okay.
All right.
Catch you later, everyone.
I need some advice, Big Chubby. I'm going to ask you some questions off air.
What is that?
Well, I'm not saying it while we're still on the air. You know,
All right, then. Okay.
You know, maybe you can help us with some problems here.
All right, then. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll see you
that
later.
you're a wealth of knowledge.
I know.
Yeah.